Okay, here we are. This is video number 2. This one certainly will go viral. There's nothing like adding or multiplying fractions. It's always a case of people think it's too hard. So we want to draw some pictures here. I want to show you with a couple of different methods. One way will be with no dividing. So this is how you just do the math. And here we'll do something more creative with dividing, reducing, or canceling fractions. And here we'll draw a picture of what it means to do 2/3 of 12, which is multiplication. We'll do another example, 3/5 of 15, if you want to jump to that. And we'll do this crazy example down here, which looks difficult, but will end up being pretty simple. So let's get started here with 2/3 of 12. 2/3 of 12, what that means is 2/3 times 12. And we can just simply multiply across. So we're going to say multiply straight across. In this case, 2 times 12 is 24. And the invisible one that most kids are going to want to put in there, 3 times 1 is 3. And that gives us 24/3. And 24/3 divides out into 8. So our answer should be 8. 2/3 of 12 is 8. And that was with the no division. We just multiplied straight across, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator, and 24/3 becomes 8. Now this next method has the division symbol. I usually say in class, let's get savvy. So if you want to get savvy, this is what getting savvy entails. We know that 2/3 doesn't reduce. We know that 12 over 1 doesn't reduce. But if we look at our denominator, which is now 3 times 1, and our numerator, which is 2 times 12, is there anything that reduces with our denominator and our numerator? And the answer to that question is yes. We can break that 12 down into a 3 times 4. And our denominator down here is a 3. And we can see that that 3 divided by 3 creates a fancy 1, which leaves us with 2 times 4, which gives us 8. So this method, there's no reducing at the very end like we did with 24/3. We do our reduction prior to the multiplication. We do our reducing here. I know that I can reduce here because if I have a product or the answer to a multiplication problem that is reduced, that I could have reduced earlier. Let's go to our picture here, and that's 2/3 of 12. I'm going to break this down into 3 parts because I want 2/3 of it. So there's 1/3 of it, and there's another third of it. And 2/3 would mean that I'm taking 1/3, and then your choice, this or this. I'm going to go down here, and you can see that 2/3 of 12 is 8 things. And 2/3 of 12 is 8. Here's another example. This is no different. It's just 3/5 of 15. And we're going to multiply it straight across. We'll put the invisible 1 there. And this will give us 45 over 5. When we get 45 over 5, we know, hey, we could have reduced this. We could have reduced it here. And so the reduction that occurs prior to the multiplication is with the 5 and the 15. So I'll rewrite it down here. 3/5 times 15. I'm going to break the 15 up into a 5 times 3. And then this 5 and this 5 create a fancy form of 1. And now 3 times 3 is 9. The same thing we would have gotten if we did 45 divided by 5. So we know that 3/5 of 15 has a final answer of 9. Using the technique of division prior to actually multiplying, we can see that we can have all these numerators. That just means 2 times 3 times 15 times 17 over 3 times 5 times 17 times 7. And you can start looking for numbers that cancel out or divide out or reduce. And that's this 3 right here. I have a 17 that cancels out a 17. And this 15 is really a 5-3 combo. So I split it up into the 5-3. And now this 5 will cancel out that 5. Now what did that leave behind? It leaves you behind with a 2, a 3. Those are in the numerator. And here in the denominator we have a 7. So our final product will be 2 times 3, which is 6, over 7. And so that whole problem had a simple answer of 6/7. Well, thanks again for watching another video. I hope that was a good use of about 5 minutes and 15 seconds of your time. And I hope to see you again on Arias Math channel. Let me know if there's any questions or videos I can make for you. You can email me at ariasrick@hotmail.com. Have a nice night.